that these networks have been growing astronomically within the past 2 months. And this is not even for the year. So we have Avalanche, we have Phantom, we have Cosmos and Terra, and they've been growing insanely in value. However, we have seen closed ecosystems. So all of these blockchains that came about, they have this value on them, but they have their ecosystem. Persons are stuck on that specific blockchain, and then the liquidity is fragmented. So this is what we're trying to solve. Bridge Network is introducing a very simple protocol to be able to move cross-chain in a very super simple and intuitive way. We're doing this with 3 tools for 3 major problems. And all of our tools are named after some of the great men, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Andrew Carnegie, and John D. Rockefeller. So let me just make space so that you guys can see. The Vanderbilt is essentially a simple bridge so that you can move assets from one blockchain to the next. So let's say you had Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain and you wanted to move it to the Polygon blockchain. You simply use Bridge and you do a simple transaction and it's seamless and you're already on the Polygon network. The Carnegie is now a little bit different. Let's say you had Matic. This is a token on a completely different blockchain and you wanted to trade it for Avalanche, AVAX, which is on another blockchain. How do you do that? I'll show it a bit in some other slides. But with the Carnegie, you are able to swap assets directly, complete a trade with one click. And lastly is the Rockefeller. This is now a first to market. No one has ever done this before. The Rockefeller allows you to deploy a bridge for your asset. So let's say Gaurav had a token, right? And Gaurav launches his token on Ethereum. And Gaurav said, okay, but I want my token on Binance Smart Chain and on Avalanche. How do I do that? I might have to go hire some developers to build a whole bridge or a token bridge. That's not the case anymore. With Bridge Network, you can come to us, you can come to the protocol and deploy your own bridge for your own asset. This is what the Vanderbilt looks like. So it's a very simple interface. As you can see, you would select which network you're moving from, the asset, and your to network, and that's it. This idea came about when I was trying to move cross-chain. I had to research, which bridges exist. It took so long. So I'm like, look, if I have this issue, I'm sure multiple people have these issues. So this intuitive design that we have with the Vanderbilt is to make this user experience a lot seamless and to focus on adoption in the existing crypto industry. The Carnegie now, as I was mentioning, think of it as bridging meets trading, right? So you have Matic and AVAX, and you want to trade your Matic for Avalanche. How do you do that normally? You might have to convert your Matic to USDT, and then you'll have to use something like our initial bridging protocol and move that USDT to the supported stablecoin on the Avalanche blockchain, and then trade that for AVAX. However, we're simplifying that process. Because we have the bridging protocol, because we have that bridging protocol, we can aggregate liquidity to trade from Matic to USDT, and then use our bridge to automatically do this conversion. So instead of doing this entire process, the user now just goes and say, hey, I want to convert my Matic to AVAX, and I can do that in one simple click. And lastly, our third tool is the Rockefeller. This is a game changer for Bridge Network. As I said, Gaurav wants to launch his own token. How does he do that? He comes here and he has an interface where he can select his token or import it via his smart contract, select a native chain. Let's say he launched it on Ethereum initially, and then select all of the different chains that he wants to move across. But what's key about this is that for every bridge that he creates for his token, he can then earn fees. And this is why we like to call it the Uniswap of bridges, right? Because, very similar to Uniswap, you create your liquidity pool and you can earn fees when persons use your liquidity pool. So if, let me see, someone else, Lily is here. Let's say Lily wants to move Gaurav's token across chain. How would she do it? She would come and use his bridge that he would have already created, and she's paying him fees. So that becomes a revenue stream for his token. Security is one of the key things for bridge network, because in the past, there has been bridges that have had exploits, and that was because they rushed to market, they didn't audit their protocol and so forth, and it became a mess. So before we launched, we decided that security is utmost important. We've decentralized our project by making node validators a key component. So there's no single point of attack. You have to attack all of the nodes to get into the network. And then also we have an insurance pool. This insurance pool is that in the case that this ever happens, there's insurance that we can tap into to, ensure that the end user is guaranteed to walk away with something, giving them a peace of mind. Next, we have our token that is used to power the ecosystem. It's normal utility token used for building your own bridge. That's a key component of it. And then also the important part is governance. Governance is pretty big in the DeFi ecosystem. But also in order to integrate your blockchain, right? Let's say someone had a blockchain and they wanted to add it to Bridge Network and it wasn't already there. I'm pretty sure it will be there, but if it's not there, you can submit a proposal and have the community vote on it. And these tokens are used, for voting, which is known as governance. This is our roadmap. We've been building this since February. The project is pretty much ready, but we're trying to do this in a manner that's safe and it doesn't break the system, because there's such a huge demand for this. We anticipate that once we launch, we're gonna see a lot of users come on board. Within the next 3 to 4 months, it's gonna be pretty aggressive. We're focused on, I guess some things are cut out, but we were gonna integrate the top 5 EVM networks. Now we have 10, and by January, we anticipate to integrate all of the active blockchain networks and launch all of the 3 tools that I've mentioned. This is our team. We're distributed all across the world. You heard about me. This is my co-founder, Favor. And we also have some amazing advisors, including the CEO of Bitcoin.com, Lily Dash, who's a serial entrepreneur, and she's with us here today. And also Stefan Delaveau, who's the president of the Caribbean Blockchain Alliance. So we have a strong team and we're working to bring this product to market. We already have a working product, which we'll be demoing at the GITEX conference. And I can't wait to continue to share this project with you in the future. Once again, I just wanted to reemphasize how much this ecosystem, the DeFi ecosystem, is growing. And there is a demand for this. Right now, there are bridges from one network to the next, but there's not bridges that are connecting all of these chains right now. And this is what we're trying to solve. Thank you again. And here's my contact information if you need anything.